welcome to another episode of Is Debatable. I'm Justin.
I'm Jalen.
And for this episode, we're going to be breaking the upcoming card on Chrome 23, the I Do What I Want card. Shout out to Remy Ma, for, keep pushing the culture. She came into the game. There was a lot of speculation, how was it going to turn out, how long she was going to be here. But, she's still going strong. A little bit of, I'll say, turbulence, at her last event. Some of the battles didn't turn out how expected, but, she's come back with another great card in my opinion. But just before we get into the battles, just how do you feel about just Chrome 23 as a whole, and just where it's at in the culture right now?
I definitely like Chrome 23, uh, especially the quality of what we're watching too. I believe like when I watched like Eazy versus Hitman, it looked very similar to a Summer Madness effect, where the quality of it, the lighting, like the noise, the like the sound from the battlers and everything, it seemed very professional and very well put together. It didn't seem like it was like a newer league. It just seemed like they kind of did this for a while. I definitely feel like Grandma did her research and just did her homework on visiting all the different battle leagues and seeing what to implement and what not to implement. I feel like it's more professional. It doesn't really seem like it's a newer league to me. It just seems very well put together. Even from the battles, it just seems like she knows what she's doing and like she's negotiating with the battlers as well. I definitely feel like she knows what she's doing. I remember a while ago she was in the spaces when I was in the spaces. She was just talking about what she wanted to do with the league, preparing battlers, as far as like appearance wise and everything, make sure everybody's set and everything, making it sure it's professional. Her having a background as a rapper, she kind of knows the behind the scenes is like. So she kind of try to implement that in battle rap, and I definitely appreciate it. So, I really feel like it's a great league and it's coming along pretty well.
No, right. Once again, shout out to her. I was just watching her interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. She was talking about the card. I noticed, Uncle Rod asked her, just how was it, just being a league owner. And, she said it's definitely more time consuming than she thought it was. But once again, just shout out to her for just continuing to do it. She's very busy. She doesn't have to do this. I think that's something we all have to remember. She has all her other business ventures going outside of battle rap. So just shout out to her for, once again, just keeping it going. But I'm ready just to talk about these battles. Not a huge card, only 4 battles, but I think it's 4 hard-hitting battles. I don't see really a lackluster matchup on the card. We're gonna start from the bottom. First Lady Flames. This is, I believe, not gonna be her second time here. She battled on the last card. I'm drawing a blank right now on who she battled, but she's been here before, going up against C3, who won the tournament. Had a great run on this league so far. I don't think she's lost a battle here yet, so she's gonna want to keep that streak going. Interesting matchup, both very pen heavy. You definitely have to listen to the bars that they're trying to say. Um, I think it's a tough one to call. How do you feel?
I definitely feel like it's a good matchup. Um, I want to go C3, just off the sheer fact of her history with Chrome 23, but I really feel like I haven't really seen First Lady Flames in a while, and like the times I did see First Lady Flames, she was very impressive. In the last battle I counted her out against was against Jackboy Main, and she 30 Jackboy Main, so I really can't count First Lady Flames out in any battle. To be honest with you, she's really up there. I really feel like she's underrated as far as like female battle rappers. But I'm just go with C3 just for sheer history, and I really feel like, especially on the big stage, I really feel she has more experience in those type of moments, and I really feel like she's just more comfortable in that area more than First Lady Flames. But I'm just not gonna count First Lady Flames out though.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's definitely gonna be a close battle. It can go either way, but C3 should definitely be the favorite. Just for the points that we both just talked about. Her run on Chrome 23 thus far, being the quote unquote champion over there. I think if you're talking about the female, she should be the face, being that she won the whole tournament. So, but I'm gonna go with First Lady Flames just because of the type of content she talks about. I just like like the grittiness, the gang talk, talking about the guns. Not saying that C3 doesn't do that, but First Lady Flames, when we just look at her, when we listen to her, we just get that, just that feel. But it's gonna be close. I think it's just gonna be who just wants to battle more. I didn't really hear them two call each other out per se, but I think they definitely respect each other just as MCs. So like I said, it's gonna be a great battle. I think they're gonna open up the card so the fans are gonna be fresh. They're gonna want to hear what they're gonna have to say. But yeah, I'm gonna go First Lady Flames 2-1 in that battle. And a great battle though. All right. Moving on to the next battle. Rosenberg Raw, we never really spoke about him on this channel before, just due to the league that he is on. But we get to talk about him now. I personally think that Rosenberg Raw definitely is fire. His bars aren't like too intricate. I remember when I did watch him versus Charlie Clips. I feel like he just throws like a lot of light jabs. Like, and if you're not on point on the other end, you like all those jabs could definitely add up. You could just end up losing the battle, but I don't think he has like a whole bunch of haymakers in his rounds. So I think he's just beatable, just in my opinion. Um, but the content, I definitely like what he talks about. From Philadelphia, definitely has that gritty talk, all up in your face, and things of that nature. So definitely a formidable opponent. But going up against Shayna Ashley, we definitely seen the controversy around her last battle when she faced Tori Doe, probably the easiest 30 of all time. Shout out to Tori Doe. Shout out to Tori Doe, though I personally think she's the GOAT after the stunt she just pulled. Like I think that was amazing. I just never seen something like that. But Shayna Ashley, Dot Mob, we all know where she comes from. I feel over like the last year and a half, definitely got back into the thick of things in battle rap. She wasn't really a constant. I feel over like the past like 5-6 years, but she definitely returned. You can make an argument she hasn't really lost a battle since returning. I definitely like what she comes with to the ring. It's tough to call. If I just had to pick a winner just right now, how I feel, I'm gonna edge Rosenberg Raw. I just definitely think that he's having a great year. I definitely think he's in the champion of the year race, and I think he realizes that. So I think he's just gonna prove a point. I see he's going around from league to league. He has been taking a lot of battles. I don't know how much that's gonna take away from his performance in this particular one, but I think he'll have enough in the tank to beat Shayna Ashley once again in a great battle though. I wouldn't be surprised if Shayna Ashley won the battle, but I'm just gonna go Rosenberg Raw 2-1.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a great battle on Rosenberg's part. I definitely feel like he does a great job with definitely adding perspective to his rounds too. Definitely feel like he's not afraid to attack his opponent. I definitely like what he brings to the table, especially with this battle being in Philly. Him being a Pennsylvania native as well definitely factors in for him being a favorite. But I'm going Shane Ashley. It's a little bit of a dot mob vibe because I just like dot mob, but also too I just don't feel Rosenberg will. I think this is probably like his first time facing a female, maybe. But Shayna actually isn't like too feminine. But I definitely feel like I just don't see how he approaches the battle and what exactly he's going to talk about. Especially since Shayna actually doesn't really have too much to go off of. A lot of times with battles, if someone's away from battle rap from like a minute or they're not like battling as much, there's not too much material you can battle with or say against them. And when Rosenberg Raw, him being very active in like the battle rap community with the podcast with Easy and everything, I really feel like there's a lot of talking points with Shayna Ashley where she could bring up and have a lot of material to go off of. So I definitely feel like she has more material to work with than Rosenberg Raw, which is why I have her winning the battle.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it goes down, but once again, I think it's gonna be a close battle, another great matchup. We're gonna move on though to the co-main event. In my opinion, Charlie Clips versus A Ward. Now they definitely battled before, one rounder. I'm forgetting the league. I apologize, but just shout out to them. I seen that battle. It was an okay battle. I think it could have really went either. It was only a one rounder. I think those are very hard to judge. So that's why sometimes one rounders turn into three rounders. If the one rounder is good, another league just like they're doing now will pick up the battle. I think this is gonna be. arguably the best battle on the card. Like, I wouldn't be surprised just if this is better than Eazy the Block Captain and Geechi Gotti, just because of the type of battlers that Charlie Clips and A Ward are. I think they could both punch. They could both scheme. I feel they can both get personal. I think they could both freestyle. I think they could both land haymakers. I think they could pander to the crowd. I just think they both just with their archetypes can just do anything, and I think that's just gonna make for just a very entertaining battle. But picking a winner, obviously I'm gonna go Charlie Clips 2-1, just my favorite battle rapper of all time, and I definitely think he's been having like a very sneaky good year. Um, he's been taking a lot of one rounders. I think just keeping his pen sharp, so I think he'll be prepared for this battle right here. I don't think he's gonna take a word light. Just even one of the reasons because of the performance that A Ward just had against Averb. So I'm pretty sure Clips had to have watch it and seen the type of timing that A Ward is on. So I think he's gonna give us one of those classic Charlie Clips performances. On the side of A Ward, me just once again bringing up the point, he just battled Averb. He has a lot of battles lined up. Usually when battlers do that, they end up choking one of the battles and they kind of just lose momentum. So I feel that there's just a lot on his plate. I'm not sure how he's gonna be able to pull this off. Is he capable for sure? But he's just gonna have to show me. Um, yeah, I just think strength of schedule is just gonna play a factor into this battle, and I think Charlie Clips is gonna pull out the win.
Um, this is great talking, but I do feel that's the same thing for Charlie Clips as well. 'Cause after this battle, he has a battle with DNA, and he's also in talks with getting on that homecoming card again. I watched that interview when he announced that he was on this card but couldn't say much. He said like, "Y'all gonna like this battle," but he said he couldn't say much. But he definitely has battles lined up. He said he's trying to definitely get back inside the culture and everything, and like get
All
into and on both sides. I like A Ward. I definitely feel like A Ward is very consistent no matter what. I definitely feel like it may not sometimes it may not be like the best performance, but he's consistent throughout. It's not. He may give you a 9, like one battle, give you like a good 7.5 the next battle. I definitely feel like doesn't have like too many poor performances, which is a good part on his end. Especially going against Charlie Clips, I definitely feel like it's very tricky because, you know, Charlie Clips is very experienced and knows how to win battles, in different ways, and especially with Award being a very intricate, freestyler and a great rebuttaler, going against Charlie Clips, who can kind of do the same and kind of even take it to a different point where he's using like the crowd as rebuttals or action that you're doing throughout the battle as rebuttals. I definitely feel like it's definitely interesting to watch because I definitely feel like they'll match each other in that sense, rebuttaling each other. If I'm picking a winner, I'll go A Word, but I'm not too confident in the decision because I definitely feel like, especially with this being like Charlie Clip's first appearance on Chrome 23, I definitely feel like he wants to leave a lasting impression. But I just can't go away from like A Word's consistency because I definitely feel like he's just consistent every single battle. I've never really seen a poor performance from him, and he usually like he typically wins a lot of his battles. Even the battles I definitely feel like he was counted out against, prior. I definitely feel like he finds ways to win. So I just gonna give respect to A Ward, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charlie wins.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that you said that you like to be disrespectful to Charlie Clips. I know it's a long-lasting grudge just due to the fact of the Charlie Clips and Lord of Lux battle. You didn't really like the outcome of that, so till this day, you're just gonna, just disrespect this man. A Ward's a very formidable opponent. Like, can he beat a Charlie Clips for sure if Clips is not on his A game? But I think we just see Charlie Clips is just one of those battlers to where if he's just on his A game, he's just too hard to beat. Like, we just seen this time and time again. If I like to reference the Lou Castro battle. Like, if he's just matching his opponent's energy, I think he's just unbeatable. He's a legend in this game. He's faced people like A Ward before. Once again, you made a great point. Him making his debut on Chrome 23 and wanting to leave that lasting impact. I think that's definitely gonna, propel him to just make sure he's extra prepared for this battle. I would be actually shocked if he did just not come prepared. But overall, definitely gonna be a great battle. Can't wait to see that one. So we can just move on to the main event. I feel we talked about this battle before, but a lot has happened since then. They both have had battles on different leagues. We've seen Geechi Gotti just battling Coffee Brown, and that's definitely had mixed reviews. We've seen Eazy the Block Captain going up against Disaster, and we've seen just the mixed reviews on that. So I think it's really tough to call right now on who's particularly gonna win. I definitely think it's just 50-50. Like it's really just a toss up. I believe before I said Geechi Gotti is gonna win. I'm not really gonna stare away from that. I heard a lot of people saying that maybe he didn't have the best performance versus Coffee Brown or that he lost. I think he's just had to save some in the tank for this battle. And I think when we talked about him facing Coffee before, I brought up the point of him having these battles just so close in time. I felt like one could just affect the other. So I think he kind of just quote unquote just took a knee versus Coffee Brown, and is this gonna give is everything he has just towards this Easy to Block Captain battle? I think there's just too much, just writing on the wall. I don't either of them could really afford to lose it just based off the back and forth that's been happening, on social media and things of that nature. Um, Easy the Block Captain though seems very, very confident that he can win and that there's nothing that Geechi Gotti can really say or do to just really stop the run he's on right now. But Geechi Gotti, I remember the post he's saying that he's backing his bag and that Easy the Block Captain battle, he's just gonna show like why he's just the best in battle rap. So I remember I texted you this personally. I'm just expecting fireworks from this battle. If it's anything even close to lackluster, I'll be highly disappointed and highly surprised. But yeah, I'm still going Gishi Gotti 2-1.
Yeah, I got Geechi Gotti 2-1. I definitely feel like Easy definitely gets around. I just feel specifically is on more so on Gotti's part. I definitely want to see more grittiness and more unfiltered material. I don't want anything being held back. More so in this battle, I want everything out on the table. I don't want to, you know, watch this battle and then when it ends, oh Geechee didn't touch on this or he did this incorrectly. Anything. I want like the best Geechee this battle, and I really want him to beat Easy because I really feel like if Easy wins this battle, there's no letting up, and I really feel like the momentum where it's going, like for Easy, I really feel like he has the right more so to like do whatever he wants in the culture, and like there's no, you know, there's like he's kind of untouchable at that point because there's really everybody done thrown thrown everybody at him and he like defeated everybody. So I kind of really wanted to win in that aspect, but on both battlers' part, I definitely feel like it's a tough battle for both. Definitely feel like Easy is very tricky. He definitely he's very witty. Definitely not I wouldn't say unorthodox, but while other people may be trying to like battle one certain type of way with like 4 bar setups or everything else. He kind of battles in his own way where he's just talking, like, and it's really kind of personable from him. Like, it's not like a format to it. It's just the way he raps. So I definitely feel like that kind of puts him in a separate place from everybody else, and it kind of helps him win battles because he's kind of shying away from what everybody's like used to. So I definitely feel like that helps him win battles, but especially, but on Geech's part, I definitely really feel like he has to be unfiltered this battle, leave everything out on the table. Same way he was with Mike P. I definitely feel like he has those same type of subject matters and like same type of you know that same type of energy. I really feel like there's no reason why he loses the battle. So I definitely have Geechi Gotti 2 maybe even 3-0 if he's on his A game.
No, yeah, I definitely think you brought up a great point, basically saying there should be no stone left unturned in this battle. But I definitely think it won't it will be everything will be said just based off Geechee Gotti in this Coffee Brown battle. Now it didn't drop yet on YouTube, so I didn't get to see it yet. But just hearing what everyone is saying, she got personal, he got personal, and things were exposed that we just never even knew. So I'm expecting him to do the same thing in the Easy to Block Captain battle. I think this is gonna be the battle to where now we finally see someone really really harp on that angle. The whole Remy Ma thing. She's gonna be standing right there in the middle. We do know Geechee Gotti. I feel he's gonna have like I think Geechee Gotti will like clearly win round one. I'm thinking back to like just him versus Tay Rock, just that round one where he just had an angle and just executed it perfectly. Like, I think it's just gonna be like that. I think Easy will rebuttal, in round two and probably take that. I think it's gonna come down to the third round. If we can just get one of those Geechi Gotti classic third rounds where he just, just proves that their lives are just completely different, which is something I also seen they had like a back and forth recently on Twitter when Eazy the Block Captain was saying all that gang stuff not is not gonna matter, and then Rita got involved in saying, but gang stuff still does matter on the East Coast, and then Geechi Gotti got involved saying, yeah, it matters, you just don't bang like that, and just all that stuff. I think is just gonna just lead to a classic battle. So I'm very excited to see the battle.
Yeah.
Shout out Remy Ma.
The only one thing I just hope that doesn't happen. I really feel like this will happen a little bit in the Mook battle, especially when being Mook being from New York. I really feel like we was in the building for the battle, of course, right? But I don't want like Geechi's material to look a certain way just because Easy's battling in Philly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel like even though we was at the battle, I definitely really feel like the energy in the building was kind of leaning towards Mook. Like, we were all like, you kind of felt like everybody kind of lean towards Mook rather than Geechi. Like, it wasn't really too receptive
but
to Geechi,
but
but we were receptive. Like, you know what I
no,
mean?
no,
I just
right.
happened this battle.
No, you're definitely right, but we still had to. He had to heat up first. We had to hear what he had to say. If he went up there and had said some trash, it just would have went a completely other way. So just in that case, there's gonna be some type of home court advantage. It's just inevitable. Like it's just he's in Philadelphia. There's just gonna be some more people there to see him than Geechi Gotti, but Geechi Gotti is a vet. He knows that he's gonna have to just execute this perfectly. This is just come whose game plan just will be better. This is sort of like a final, an NBA finals like game seven. This is just you just gotta lay it out on the line. You just have to give everything you have. This is just one of those battles. If one of them really gets 30, it's gonna look crazy for the other person. They're gonna run into the spaces, and then it's gonna be a big thing. And I think there's gonna be a battle after the battle. If you understand what I'm saying, I think there's gonna be a lot of controversy that this person won. I think the culture is gonna divide down the middle, and yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that. But once again, shout out to everybody on the card. Shout out to everyone for throwing this event. I wish this one would have been in New York. Every other damn one was in New York, but this one's in Philadelphia. I definitely would have made sure I was in the building for that. But I hope all the battlers come prepared and just put on a great event. But that's gonna do it for this episode right here. Shout out to everybody for watching. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Thank you for all the new subscribers that we are getting. Just always thank you for all the new followers that we get every day on social media and things of that nature. We definitely appreciate it. We're gonna keep the content coming. Follow us on Instagrams, Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Justin Jones for more details and developments. That's it.